Imagine every person on Earth stepping outside and preparing to jump together. We're talking nearly 8 billion people all standing shoulder to shoulder. No phones, no distractions, just a countdown and a ridiculous sense of unity. At the exact same moment, we all push off the ground. Not a tiny hop, but a real jump, full commitment and everything. For a second, the entire human race is airborne and weightless. And then, we all come crashing down onto the Earth's surface. So, what actually happens when 8 billion people land at once? Do we trigger an earthquake that cracks the crust in half? Does the Earth actually move even a little bit in space? Or do we all just look really dumb in sync? Hi, I'm Mr. Hypothetical, and today we're doing something delightfully unnecessary. Because asking weird questions is how we figure out weird truths. Let's figure out what happens if the entire population jumps together. First, could we even fit everyone in one place at once? If we packed people together like a music festival crowd, we'd need serious space. Roughly 500 square miles would hold us all elbow to elbow. That's about the size of Los Angeles filled wall to wall with humans. Not ideal for comfort, but we're not here for comfort, are we? Now imagine that giant sea of people, all ready to jump together. 3, 2, 1, liftoff. 8 billion bodies leave the ground simultaneously. And just like that, Earth is footless for a moment. So here's the real question. Would the Earth feel it? Let's get this out of the way. The Earth is heavy, ridiculously heavy. It weighs around 6 septillion kilograms, which is basically a god-tier number. All of humanity combined? About 600 billion kilograms, which isn't remotely close. We're like a paperclip trying to shove a freight train. So no, we're not launching Earth out of orbit anytime soon. But don't walk away yet, because there's more to this. While we can't move the Earth itself, we can shake its surface. When we land, the impact of 8 billion jumps hits the ground hard. It would send a global shockwave rippling through the Earth's crust. Seismologists would definitely notice, even if it's barely a blip on the scale. This kind of event creates what's called a ground-coupled air wave. It's a fancy way of saying the ground says, "Excuse me? So could we cause an earthquake?" Not a real one, probably not. But we could make the ground groan a little in protest. And if we did this near a fault line, that's different. We might nudge something already unstable into shifting just a little bit. That's like tapping a leaning Jenga tower and hoping it forgives you. So yeah, don't jump near California, just in case. Now, let's talk about what it would sound like. A worldwide jump would create a massive pressure wave in the air. Imagine the deepest, most thunderous clap you've ever heard, times several billion. It wouldn't break glass, but it would definitely break someone's focus. Dogs would lose their minds, birds would flee, and cats would not care. Honestly, cats would look at us like we've lost it completely. Let's go deeper. What if we all landed on one giant platform? A massive concrete slab, maybe built just for this insane experiment. That's a lot of stress for one structure to handle in a second. That much impact could crack concrete, buckle supports, and freak out architects. Skyscrapers nearby might sway just enough to make people very uncomfortable. And bridges? Let's not even put this near any bridges, okay? So, would the landing destroy anything? Maybe not intentionally, but if you're standing near Steve, good luck. Steve's the guy who always jumps 2 seconds late and lands like a cannonball. There's always a Steve. You know it, I know it, we've all met Steve. Now here's a different kind of question. Could we even pull this off? Getting 8 billion people to do one thing at the same time? When's the last time everyone agreed on anything, ever? It would take global coordination, flawless timing, and zero excuses. Someone would definitely still miss it because they were in the bathroom. Others would say they jumped but actually just kind of bent their knees. And of course, someone would live stream it vertically with zero context or explanation. But maybe, just maybe, we do it anyway and it works. The jump happens. The Earth notices. The sky rumbles. People cheer. Someone cries. And for one absurd, beautiful moment, we're all part of the same thing. Now imagine what comes next after that single jump ends. Millions of people stumbling, laughing, screaming, falling into each other like toddlers. Complete chaos. Joyful, confusing, shoulder-bumping chaos. But maybe that's the point. Chaos with a little magic sprinkled in. Would we make it a tradition? A global celebration where we all jump once a year? Earth Jump Day. No presents, no shopping, just pure gravity-defying nonsense. And maybe that nonsense reminds us how connected we actually are. Because here's something worth thinking about. We jump not because it's necessary, but because it's uniquely human. We ask impossible questions and answer them just to see what happens. We imagine silly scenarios that make us feel just a bit more alive. And yes, sometimes we imagine launching Earth into space with our thighs. But at the heart of it, we're just people trying to feel something big, something shared, something slightly ridiculous and also kind of brilliant. We want to belong to something, even if it's just one giant synchronized hop. So what if everyone jumped at once? The planet wouldn't care. But we might care more than we expected, because we wouldn't move the Earth. We'd move ourselves. And sometimes that's exactly the kind of jump we need. I'm Mr. Hypothetical, and I'll see you in the next absurd idea.